India's National Security Advisor Ajit Doval has inaugurated the first ever India Central Asia National Security Advisors meet today. The focus of the meeting has been on tensions in Afghanistan and counter-terrorism amongst other issues. However, while the meeting was underway in New Delhi, two blasts rocked Afghanistan. The first one was in the Balkh province of northern Afghanistan, killing at least 7 people. The second blast hit the eastern city of Jalalabad, leaving 6 people injured. The cause of the blast is not yet clear. Representatives from the Central Asian countries were in attendance. The meeting is one of the key outcomes of the India Central Asia Virtual Summit that took place in January this year. In his inaugural speech, India's National Security Advisor Ajit Doval said Afghanistan remains an area of shared concern for the countries participating in the meeting. 3 of the 5 Central Asian countries, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan and Tajikistan, share a border with Afghanistan and have seen spillover from the current situation in Afghanistan. The Taliban takeover of Afghanistan last year had also reignited concerns over the country becoming a safe haven for terror groups. Apart from terrorism, the meeting also focuses on increasing connectivity between India and Central Asia via the Chabahar port.
As the Taliban have promised not to target or harm civilians, situation at Torkham border.
Well, so India's National Security Advisor there talking about the shared concerns of the Central Asian nations who are represented at this meeting in New Delhi. The concerns being about Afghanistan, a country that was taken over by the Taliban in August of 2021. It is an area of concern for the international community. There, of course, have been several reports in recent times about how the Taliban, who now govern Afghanistan, no longer seem to be in control of many of the terror groups that are operating from the region. A concern that has been expressed not only by India, but many other countries in Central Asia that share their borders with Afghanistan. For more on this story, we're now joined by our principal diplomatic correspondent, Siddhant Sibal. Siddhant, clearly a lot of concern there about the goings-on in Afghanistan and how the Taliban, many believe, just does not seem to be in control of that country, and especially the terror groups that now seem to be, in a sense, in a greater position of power there than ever before. But what really are the key takeaways from this meeting that is taking place in the national capital?
Well, this was the first ever meeting between the National Security Advisors of India and the 5 Central Asian countries, and it flows from the summit level meeting that took place in the month of January. Now, this day-long meeting had 3 key focus areas. First, of course, Afghanistan, the region and the country, of course, becoming a safe haven for international terror groups. For India, the big worry is Pakistani terror groups like Lashkar-e-Taiba and Jaish-e-Mohammed. In fact, the joint communique mentions about the fact that countries should not give support to the terror groups which have been listed under the 1267 Committee of the United Nations Security Council. The second, of course, is connectivity. India emphasized on the usage of Chabahar port. Remember, many of these Central Asian countries are landlocked countries, and there is, of course, a worry for them that how they can trade with the global community, and that is where the Chabahar port plays an important role. The third, of course, is the issue of counter-terrorism. India is keen to become the preferred security partner of many of these countries. In fact, a short while ago, the Secretary of the National Security Council of Kyrgyz Republic, who is the counterpart of NSA, Ajit Doval, spoke to WION exclusively and talked about how they see India as a country that can become a partner in the security issues.
All right. Siddhant Sibal, thank you so much for bringing us all those details.